we have a very special educational system which was imposed during the 1980s during the Pinochet dictatorship, which has one basic principle, and it's that the market always works. And we've found out that obviously it's not that way always. And what we've seen is that, for example, while our public education is dying, we have only 36% of students going to public schools. Here in the States, it's almost 90%. It's really a very special example of how privatized can a state become. And all of this started accumulating a lot of problems, a lot of inequalities, and this exploded many occasions during the last decades. But during the 2011, it had a special massification of this issue, and we saw almost all of schools and universities of the country paralyzed for almost 6 months, over 1 million people in the streets. And we even saw some students willingly losing their academic year, many thousands of them. And all of this is obviously because something is not working with this extremely privatized educational system.
Él señalaba que por medio de la fuerza en Chile no solamente se iba a instaurar una economía de libre mercado, sino que una sociedad de libre mercado, y que este iba a tocar incluso lo que antes era considerado derechos básicos como la salud, la educación o el seguro social.
He warned that through violence in Chile there would not only be a sort of a market society put in place, but actually that all many things that were previously considered basic rights would be turned into a neoliberal goods.
And Orlando Letelier was the former Chilean ambassador to the United States who was blown up in a car bomb on Embassy Row in Washington, D.C. in 1976.
Right.
Y que eso iba a terminar haciendo que las familias no solamente tuvieran que pagar por los servicios básicos, sino que incluso por los derechos, a tal punto que ante la desigualdad que existe en Chile iban a tener que endeudarse para acceder a eso. Eso ha terminado en un profundo malestar de la sociedad que desembocó esta movilización a través de la educación.
And that these circumstances would end in the privatization of basic rights and of basic goods, and that families would have to become indebted to procure these basic things. And that's what led really in Chile to these massive protests.